Hello, my friends. Welcome to day 5 of our 10-minute English challenge. Today, we meet a famous scholar, a man who had read every book in the world. He was very intelligent, but he felt that something was missing. He traveled across the sea to meet a Zen Master. He wanted the master to teach him the ultimate secret of wisdom. But the scholar didn't come to listen. He came to show how much he already knew. As soon as the scholar sat down, he began to talk. He talked about his degrees, the famous kings he had met, and his theories on life. The Zen master sat in total silence. He didn't interrupt. He just watched the scholar with a small, kind smile. The room was filled with the noise of the scholar's ego. He was so full of his own ideas that there was no room for anything else. Finally, the master spoke. "You must be thirsty after your long journey. Let us have some tea." He brought out a beautiful golden cup and a pot of hot tea. The scholar stopped talking for a moment, watching the steam rise. The master began to pour. The tea flowed into the cup, filling it slowly. The scholar waited for the master to stop, but the master kept pouring. The tea reached the rim of the cup. Then it began to spill over. It poured onto the table, then onto the scholar's expensive robes, and finally onto the floor. "Stop!" the scholar shouted, jumping up. "Can't you see? The cup is full. No more will go in." The master stopped pouring and set the teapot down. He looked at the scholar and said, "Exactly. Like this cup," the master said gently. "You are full of your own opinions and speculations. How can I show you wisdom unless you first empty your cup?" The scholar stood in silence. For the first time in years, he had nothing to say. He realized that his knowledge was actually a wall that stopped him from learning anything new. To empty the cup is not easy. It means admitting that we don't know everything. It means being willing to be a beginner again. The scholar had to go home and forget his pride. He had to learn to listen to the wind, the birds, and even the simple people in the village. This 10-minute challenge is your chance to empty your own cup of English. Many students come to English with a full cup. They say, "In my language, we say it this way," or "I already know this grammar." Because they are so full of their old habits, the new language cannot enter. To reach fluency, you must be like an empty cup, open, ready, and willing to be filled with new sounds and new ways of thinking. In Japan, they call this shoshin the beginner's mind. In the beginner's mind, there are many possibilities. In the expert's mind, there are few. When you listen to these stories, try to listen as if you are a child hearing them for the first time. Don't judge the words. Don't analyze the grammar to hard. Just let the tea flow into your cup. Pride is the greatest enemy of the student. When we think we are too advanced for a simple story, we stop growing. Every story, no matter how simple, has a layer of gold inside it. The scholar thought he was too great for a tea ceremony, but the tea ceremony was the most important lesson of his life. Stay humble, and you will stay growing. We are halfway through our challenge. Your cup is being filled right now. Can you feel the words entering your mind? You aren't fighting them. You aren't spilling them. You are just receiving. This is the state of deep immersion. This is where real change happens. Your brain is a sponge, and the English language is the water. Translation is often a sign of a full cup. We try to force English into the shape of our native language. But English has its own shape. Let go of the need to translate every word. Let the English be English. Let the tea have its own flavor. When you stop translating, the cup begins to empty, and the flow becomes natural. The master didn't get angry at the scholar. He just poured the tea. He knew the truth would show itself. Be a master to yourself. Don't get angry when you make a mistake. Just keep pouring the effort. Just keep showing up. The truth of the language will reveal itself to you in its own time. As long as you stay open, there is great power in saying, "I don't know." It is the most honest sentence in any language. When you say, "I don't know," you open a door. When you say, "I know," you close it. In this 10-minute journey, be brave enough to not know. Let the mystery of the language excite you rather than scare you. A cup is only useful because of the empty space inside it. If there was no space, it would just be a block of gold. Your learning is the same. The silence between the words in this story is where your brain processes the meaning. Don't rush to fill every second with noise. Enjoy the space. Enjoy the breathing room. The scholar worried about his robes getting wet, but the master cared about the scholar's soul. Sometimes we worry about looking good when we speak English. We worry about our accent or our mistakes. But these are just robes. What matters is the connection. What matters is the heart of the message. Let your robes get wet. It doesn't matter. Sometimes, to learn, we must first unlearn. We must unlearn the fear of being wrong. We must unlearn the habit of giving up. The scholar had to unlearn his own importance. This 10-minute challenge is an unlearning process. You are unlearning the idea that English is hard and learning that it is a beautiful flow. As the scholar's cup emptied, his wisdom grew as you spend these minutes in focus. Your void is being filled with the rhythm of a new world. You are becoming a different person, a person who can exist in two languages at once. This is a rare and precious gift. You are expanding your soul. The master's smile was the smile of someone who knows that everything is going to be okay. I want you to have that smile today. Your English is going to be okay. Your goals are going to be reached. The tea is being poured, and you are here to receive it. There is no need for stress, only for presence. Look into the tea of this story. What do you see? You see your own persistence. You see a person who has sat through 5 days of challenges. You see a person who is capable of deep focus. This reflection is the truth of who you are. You are not a student. You are a traveler on the road to mastery. The scholar eventually became a master himself. He never forgot the golden cup. He never forgot the feeling of the tea on his robes. He became the greatest teacher in the land because he remained, at heart, a beginner. You are transforming right now. Every minute is a drop of tea, and your cup is growing larger and deeper. To be receptive is to be powerful, like the earth receiving the rain, or the cup receiving the tea. You don't have to chase fluency, you just have to be receptive to it. Stay in this state of opening for just a few more minutes. Let the sounds of my voice become a part of your own inner voice. We are approaching the finish line, but the lesson continues when you leave this video. Keep your cup empty. When you walk into your next English conversation, Don't bring your ego. Bring your curiosity. Bring your beginner's mind. Listen more than you talk, and watch how much more you understand. The master watched the scholar walk down the mountain. He knew the scholar would return, but he would return as a different man. I am watching your progress, and I know you are changing. You are moving with more grace. You are listening with more depth. You are becoming the master of your own learning journey. The golden cup was just a tool, but the wisdom was eternal. The stories we share are just tools, but the confidence you are building is eternal. Carry this golden wisdom with you today. Remember that you are always a student, and that is your greatest strength. Never be afraid to be empty, for that is how you stay full. Congratulations! You have officially completed episode 5 and the first third of our 10-minute challenge. You have sat through 25 chapters of wisdom and immersion. You are a 1,000-mile learner with an empty cup and a full heart. Like, subscribe, and share. I am so proud of your humility and your focus today. I will see you in the next 10-minute journey, my friends.